Hello and welcome. So back again and starting slightly later today. I guess that's the trouble with being away from home and setting up a regular recording slot and making sure that you can get the recordings in. And hey presto, we have great lighting again, which is, if you are watching this, obviously we've got the flicker on the screen, but anyhow, I've got lots of great content for you today. So you're back, it's Leon Street, Visionary Marketing. Today I'm talking about tools, and in particular, what are the best tools for online business. And I guess with a lot of business owners, and I'll set this up and pre-frame this shortly. Tools are a big factor in terms of gaining leverage. And, for you, if you're in business right now, that's what this live is all about. So I've got a presentation prepared, as always, to make sure that you are informed and you've got all the right information that you need in order to grow your business. So let me get straight to that. I'm going to share on screen and we're going to kick off. If you've got any questions as I'm going through this, please do drop your questions in a comment below. And I guess if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook, please remember, jump on over to YouTube. And if you're already on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. So for the formalities, just go on over to YouTube. It's Leon Street. I'm the only one on there, and you can jump in, click on the subscribe button to subscribe and be notified of all the upcoming live streams. So next step is, if you do want help, remember, growing your business in 2021, it's a challenge for everybody. But if you want to grow your business and you want the right support with you, then book yourself in for a marketing strategy call. Just go to www.leonstreet.com/one-to-one. So here's the intro. So for success as a business owner online, your network, your list, your audience is your net worth, as they say. But tools can give you leverage, and especially in this day and age, marketing tools, online tools, these are the things that will allow you to just simply go to that next level. And for me, I guess what I find and what I found is that the tools will be the differentiator to the success of how much leverage you have in your business. And I find there's a lot of business owners out there who they're searching around for what is the best tool for me. So all I've done is succinctly put together a list of all the tools that I believe will help you get headed in the right direction for you to start winning in business and gain more leverage. So on the screen, if you're watching the live stream, social media, I'm going to start off with the basics. You've got Facebook, you've got YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Clubhouse. These are all the usual outlets. These are the usual places. And for me, if you're not on these channels, this is probably where the most attention is right now, especially Facebook and especially Instagram, YouTube. Like, these are the usual outlets. This is where you need to be when it comes to marketing online. And just those tools alone can gain you clients. The next steps are, if you want to reach more people, you want to pay to reach more people, then check out Facebook ads. Remember Facebook on Instagram, so you can also get your ads on Instagram. Check out Google Ads, because also that's a company that owns YouTube. And again, this will allow you to simply just reach more people. And that's the advantage of getting onto these channels. I say channels, these paid advertising platforms. And then also you've got LinkedIn. And so for me, if you just simply want to extend your reach, that's what these ad platforms will allow you to do. Of course, it goes without saying that Google, comes with a whole suite of tools, and I'm going to mention a few of those coming up in a moment. But I just kind of wanted to point you in the direction of these ad platforms and just kind of share with you, this is how you can get your ads in front of more people. And as a keen and regular advertiser myself on Facebook and Google, what I'd say to you is that if you really want to get out to more people, gain leverage, connect with more of your audience, more prospects, more leads, just people who've never heard of you before, these platforms are the places that you need to be testing your advertising budget. And for me, even if you're testing £5, $5 a day, that's where you start. You've got payments online. If you want to process credit and debit cards, sign up for stripe.com. There's the age-old PayPal, which is the main one a lot of people do recognize. If you want to get people booked in for strategy calls, online sales calls, that type of stuff, Schedule Once is the system that I use. And so for me, like, these are two great, tools that you need in your business to process payments online and get people booked into your calendar. The cool thing about Schedule Once, it integrates with Google Calendar, the Apple Calendar. And so that way you can even synchronize, obviously, your calendars on your phone, your devices, your laptops, your desktops, all those different things, your tablets, iPads, that kind of stuff. So very powerful. So literally in the palm of your hands, either with a mobile device or an iPad, or a laptop, you're away. You can process payments, get people booked into your calendar, which is awesome. Gives you great organization plus the ability to put cash in the bank. Email marketing and automation. The main company that I recommend is ActiveCampaign. There is an alternative out there. There's actually quite a number, but I haven't used all of them. But these two, ActiveCampaign and Keep, are the ones I've used. I always recommend ActiveCampaign to my clients. These accounts start off from some in the region of about $20 to $30 a month. I think Keep is slightly more, and so that's why I tend to recommend ActiveCampaign. And it comes with some really great tools, and the user interface is very easy to use. For online document signing, I recommend SignRequest. There are other companies on the market like DocuSign and so on, but SignRequest I found is very simple, very intuitive. The price is pretty cheap. I think it's something like $10 a month or something, or slightly less. But the real cool thing is that it integrates with Zapier, which is another automation tool, basically the glue of the internet, that allows, using Zapier allows you to connect different apps with different things online, meaning that you have more ability to automate what it is that you're doing. And so for me, it's a really powerful way to structure your business. And I find there's a lot of businesses out there who they don't know how to create the types of connections with different reporting, different apps. So for instance, let's say somebody signs up to your newsletter, they buy from you, become a client, you send out an invoice. That would mean connecting your automation, email automation, perhaps your payment processor like Stripe processing a payment, and then issuing invoices. Say you connected that to some kind of accounting software, which I'll mention in a moment. Like, these are all fantastic ways that you can connect all these apps using a program like Zapier, as I mentioned. And for me, if you really want to take your leverage, or the leverage of your business, to the next level, these are the kind of tools that you'd be looking at. And so, for me, go check out these tools that you see on screen right now, especially for email marketing and online document signing as the first steps. And I'll get into a bit more in a moment about how you can, I guess, automate, how your approach to how you connect all of these tools up, because it's great having different tools for different jobs. So what if you can connect them all to actually work together in different ways, and probably ways that you hadn't even imagined? And I guess that's the purpose of me sharing these with you, so that way you'll know what is possible. So let's move forward. Enough of me rambling on. Cloud apps. This is the obvious one. A lot of people really don't look at this, but you can pay for alternatives like Microsoft Office, but remember, cloud apps like Google Drive and Google Docs means that you have access to online storage. I think the free account with Google gives you something like 15 gigabytes of online storage. Plus, you've got the Google Suite, which means you've got documents, spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentations, and a few other things I just can't remember off the top of my head, because they're the three main ones. It's like literally business in a box for free. And so I use a lot of Google products. I use Gmail as well for my email, and I find that as a great email provider, because I don't think it's ever been down, or if it has been down, it's probably less than a minute for what I'm aware in all the years that I've been using Google or Gmail. But Google has some real reliable services, and I guess that's the real power of Google. So check that out. With Google Drive and Google Docs, they're free to sign up for. With Gmail, you do have to pay. I think it works out to something like £4 a user per month, which for me is reasonable. I'm paying for reliability, rather than worrying about the cost per month. And You know, you get the app on your phone, all your devices. Really powerful, really useful. So beyond that, websites, funnels, I recommend SiteGround if you are hosting your own website. And if you are hosting a website, generally WordPress does everything that you need, from normal basic websites right through to e-commerce. If you are getting into funnels, me personally, I use a plugin for WordPress. It's not free, called Elementor. And there is, of course, great alternatives out there that just focus on funnels. There's one option called ClickFunnels. I believe ClickFunnels starts at $97 a month. And with SiteGround, the hosting, I kind of skipped over that, but hosting is basically where you host your web files and images, and that's if you go down the route of having a WordPress website. And, you know, just to get started, use their startup account. It's pretty reasonable. I think it works out to like 50 to 80 pounds a year, something like that. I think it's about 50. In the first year, you'll pay at least 50 because they give an incentive for your first year. The cool thing about SiteGround is you do get a free SSL certificate. So if you are doing any type of online transactions or e-commerce, you get a free SSL secure certificate so you can trade online. Comes with the account. Moving on, what about if you want to process accounts, do accounting? My recommendation is Xero, and that's it. For me, Xero covers everything that I need from an accounting perspective. I can set up my customer accounts online. It allows me to, you know, make sure that everything is done right in terms of taxes, payroll. If you've never, you know, really looked into accounting software and you're working out spreadsheets, then honestly, Xero is the answer for you. There's a lot of other online providers, but Xero was the first one that kind of moved into the space and kind of dominated early on, in my opinion. And I guess because of that, you know, there's a lot of great things that you can take advantage of with Xero being a first mover in that respect. So for me, you know, check out Xero. I'll just come off screen, put it back on. The prices, I believe, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's very reasonable. You're talking like £30 a month, but trust me, your accountant will thank you for it. And a lot of accountants these days are certified in using Xero or a Xero experienced accountant, and it's just because it's such a popular program around the world. It integrates with your bank, so it can feed your statements directly into your accounting software from your business account, meaning that when it comes to bookkeeping, you probably pay your bookkeeper a lot less because they don't have to manually go to your accounts or see your statements. Everything can be imported. It can import your transactions from Stripe. So literally it becomes a central source of accounting for your business. Other tools, Google. I mentioned this one already. The cool thing about Google is that we've all come to know what Google offers, and they do offer lots of different things. And so for me, you know, check out Google Analytics. Just make sure that we're just coming on screen. Oops, here we are. So you've got Google Analytics. I'm not sure why it's not showing. For those of you looking on screen, it should be showing up. Let me see if I can reload this again. But anyway, I'll talk about it on screen, even though it's not showing properly for some reason. You know, technology. I'm tapping away trying to get a few things to load in the background, but it doesn't matter. So check out Google Analytics if you want to track things on your website. There are a few other tools. For instance, you've got Recaptcha, which is Google's security feature for websites when people are submitting forms on your websites, and it stops them, you know, people spamming you where they have to either guess the characters or choose images on the screen to prove that they're real human beings. Then the final tool, which on the screen, if you're looking on the screen, it says ZA, so ZA, stands for Zapier. For some reason, it's not showing. I don't know why it's not showing Analytics or Zapier, but anyway, Zapier, I kind of alluded to it earlier. It really is the connective glue to online. So if you're thinking about, you know, really automating and creating reports and understanding efficiencies and effectiveness in your business and how things can really connect and go to another level, check out Zapier. You know, there's some amazing things you can do in terms of reporting, connecting up all of your accounts, customers, people who you have joining your online courses and stuff like that. You can connect your online course software to your accounting software, to your CRM software. Like literally with Zapier, it's almost endless with what you can do to really leverage and automate your business. And what I would say is, it's all well and good using these tools to automate your business, but don't focus on automation being the answer to everything. You know, human connection is an important thing. And I think I wrote it in my book as well, if I remember rightly. It's systemize the routine and humanize the exception. Yeah. So that means anything that is repetitive routine, do look to automate. But the exception is wherever there is a human needed, put a human in place, including yourself. So on that note, guys, that kind of wraps up my quick summary of the kind of tools that will help you to go to the next level of running your business online. So what's next? Simply, if you want to get help and you're thinking about, wow, it'd be great to use these tools. Remember, I run a lot of programs that help entrepreneurs and business owners to go to the next level by, you know, demystifying marketing and showing people how to generate more leads consistently. It's why I wrote the book, More Leads, More Clients. So if you want to get help simply to grow your business, go to leonstreet.com/one-to-one and book yourself in for a marketing strategy call where we can have a chat more about helping you to grow your business. And on that note, guys, remember, if you enjoyed and liked the content, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just go to leonstreet.com/YouTube and hit the subscribe button as it pops up. And on that note, I'm going to end today's live stream. I look forward to catching you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.